Okay, so this last Friday we had Lion's Den come out, and along with it was a remix of Double Yoke from the Crown of Thorns album. And I just wanted to share on that song. I love that song so much and the meaning behind it, as they all have a lot deeper meaning than what you might think. And so I had received not one but two double yolks. So there's like two with the two from my backyard chickens, which I have four in my backyard, suburban homestead life, which I probably like shouldn't have chickens, but I just was like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be a practice run and just see how it goes. And so anyways, I had two. I've never had this happen to me before. I've heard about it, and it reminded me of a teaching that my spiritual mama Christy did a few years ago at one of our prayer and ministry nights. And I was like, oh my gosh, what was that story? And I was remembering that she had told us, so I talked to her again, and she had gotten not just one or two or a few, an entire dozen of eggs. Her whole dozen were double yolks. And this was in a very trying trial season monetarily and such. It's a very hard time. But we know that God works harder in these times usually. And they had also just sat in on a sermon that was talking about this with the double yoke. And so, of course, I had to tie it in with the word and how we hear that his yoke is easy, right? And his burden is light. And when we are alongside, like if you're like the small ox, the bigger ox is the one that takes the load, right? And so that's that whole metaphor in how we need to hand it over to the Lord and not try to do everything in our own strength. But that whole song is tied in with a teaching on double yoke, like this word that I used to get over and over again, prophetically spoken over me, that I would receive at some point, in his perfect timing, double for my trouble. And we're talking about, trauma and the trials and all that we've been through and all that the locust has stolen from us, right? We'll be getting back. And I've been walking more and more in these seasons. Doesn't mean I'm not going through hard times, but I'm living in lots of the answered prayers, and I am seeing that double for my trouble more and more. And right as all the music started coming out in those first few weeks, that's when I received one double yoke, and then I received another double yoke, and I took a really cool picture of it, which I'm going to share, and it'll be plastered on this little video for you for that specific song. But it's like a mixture of multiple different things with those prophetic words that I would get, with her teaching about the double yoke, and with, his burden and our burdens. And at the end of the song, I mention how, Lord, I give you this heavy day. Like, give it over to him. If you're watching this right now and you feel so heavy, stop trying to do it in your own strength. Give it to him. Literally lay it all at the foot of his cross. But go and do your own little study. This is why I love these songs, because they are not only pieces of my testimony and deliverance and freedom, but they're wrapped together with the word and teachings and ministry that I've been under, and even more. So I love you. I hope you're so blessed by it. This new version that you can go find with Lion's Den goes so hard, but the original version is amazing. So love you. Be blessed.